maybe first game with DeJounte. How'd you think he played tonight?
Impressive. I mean, just to see him out there competing again, looked like his old self, didn't miss a beat, and he's only going to get better from here. But for that to be his first game, I felt him on both ends of the floor, his poise, his tenacity. He and Herb are out there wreaking havoc to me. With DeAndre Jordan at the rim, they're turned loose. It's infectious. Sadiq's trying it now. Z's out there trying to make plays. So they have raised the bar. DeJounte was fantastic tonight. He helped us close, made a big shot, kept us in our stuff there late. Big clutch win for our group. Big clutch win. Learning how to close together, really important. But I thought he was fantastic. Really proud of him, and just happy for him to embrace this moment, especially to be back and get a win. That's just icing on the cake.
What about the job Bryce did in the second half? He came in and really kind of turned things.
He was massive for us. And he's been doing this all year. I was working in first half trying to get him in. It just didn't work out. He stayed ready, and that's what we've said. That was our message this morning to the group. We have a lot of depth now, talent. Everybody on the roster has shown me that they're capable of impacting winning. And now I've got a tough call, and Bryce is making it tough on me, and that was the message this morning. And he was massive to close, that game. And so big shots, big defense. The putback was massive, the transition bucket, and then you add the defense to it. He was great.
You mentioned it, but you guys had to execute there down the stretch to put it away. What did you kind of see that was key in that, and how much does having DeJounte back help in those moments?
Certainly helps in those moments. I think we all felt more poised. Although we had been making strides anyway, I think now you add another layer to that. Sadiq, again, big buckets, big time clutch buckets. Z found his way to the rim, free throws. The defense could have been better. We'll watch it together and see where we could have been better, because I think there's certainly stuff to learn from that. We were not perfect in our execution, but we did enough down the stretch. We got good shots. There's probably 2 turnovers we had that we got to clean those up. But that was coming out of their, they were pressing and trapping us. But I thought overall we had great poise and we found a way to close. But we don't get to that moment if the bench does not step up. We had a stretch there where it was the entire bench playing together, and they were the one making the run. Fears was making big plays for us. Poole was out there. DQ was massive for us. I think Quinn had a great stretch where we were, slumping a little bit, and we couldn't find our way offensively. DQ was massive in that run. Carlo as well. So we went with that bench lineup, and I thought they, really turned the game, and that allowed the starters or the first group to come back and close that. But I want to give them a lot of credit for tonight as well.
Yeah, you've obviously praised DeAndre for what he's done, in these past 2 games since you moved him into the starting lineup. What went into the decision to leave him in and then move DQ to the bench?
Yeah, there's a number of ways we can go, and it's only going to get more complicated with Murphy and Missy coming back. But I think it's a great, it's a move for our defense, to anchor the defense. I think DeAndre Jordan is a great example for Queen, to watch and emulate and go out and produce on that end of the floor, just like, DeAndre's doing for us. So the goal right now is to win. And, DeAndre is moving that needle for us. Queen is moving that needle for us. Queen, we don't win this game without Queen tonight. So I can't tell you what we're going to do next game. We've got to figure that out together. Is this a 1-game thing, 5-game thing? I don't know. I'm just taking it 1 game at a time with the focus being on winning, each possession. So, and then obviously the other piece of this whole thing is DeJounte coming back. I love where Fears is at. I mean, I'm clearly watching Fears in this whole development of this team. He's a massive part of our future and our present as well. He was fantastic tonight. And I didn't want to bring DeJounte into the mix, with him there off the bench. I wanted to keep him there. So I felt like DeJounte was the right move to start. That was not an easy decision because there was a group that had some chemistry together as well. But my goal is to get DeJounte in the starting lineup, and then obviously somebody had to, bump out of there. So, but I like the balance of the 2 groups right now. But as I said, it's going to get more complicated as Murphy and Missy come back.
with Murray, did you manage his minutes so that he would be available to help close, or when you got to that point, did
Yes.
you not?
I wanted to keep him out there, yes. I think we had a good stretch there. He was rolling. He wanted to stay in. You know, it's our job to save them from themselves. You know, he would have gone the whole way, to be honest. But we got to be careful. First game back, we got to trust that, and he's got to trust that too, and he did. You know, we went, I think we subbed, I believe DJ, I think, went in for him. I think DeAndre went in for him at that moment. But, yeah, that was to manage his minutes.
Coach, what was your message to DeJounte before, after the game?
Before, go compete, enjoy it. You know, I'm proud of you. Don't overthink it, and I'm there with you. You know, I'm there with you, supporting you, run the team. You know, I'll help you along the way. We'll communicate. But more than anything, go compete, have some fun. After, I mean, his teammates, the biggest thing is his teammates just shouted him out. It's a massive celebration in there for him. You know, the journey he's been on, the year he's had to come back, and they love him, and he's pushing this team. So we all celebrated him. That was the biggest thing. Good. Thanks, guys. Thank you.